morning, everyone, wherever you are, if you're in Trinidad, if you're in the US, if you're in England, all different parts of the world. This is Table Talk Show with Nikki the Voice. I'm on islandviberadio.net or islandvibe.net. Thanks for tuning in. Today's the 27th already, and it's unbelievable. We're in 2024. And, I hope a lot of amazing things are happening to you guys. And one amazing thing that's happening right now is, I'm sure you could see my guest next to me, Gabrielle. And I've labeled you the Congo girl because of your song, but we will get to that. So everybody, welcome to Table Talk Show at Island Vibe. We started a little late. I apologize for that, but we have lots in store for you. It's jam-packed. It's lots of music. We have a countdown. We have a game. We're going to speak to my beautiful guest, my talented guest from Trinidad. She's in Trinidad right now. And keep it locked. We play a couple of songs for you, and we'll be right back.
Philly #1 Caribbean station, islandvibes.net.
Broadcasting live from Philadelphia, Island Vibe, Philly's newest and hottest station.
You're listening to islandvibes.net. All your hits banging right here. Philly #1 Caribbean station. Best in dancehall.
Undisputed champion. Heavyweight, world great. I the make Gaza celebrate.
Soca.
Call the Uber. Call the Uber now. I am coming to ya.
Reggaeton.
Algunos parecen todavía. Viven en el siglo de la hombría. Que te arreglas solo para ellos. Y que para tus hombres de maquilla.
Soca.
Love in my heart. Rum in the veins. I so love my rum. Bring an next bottle again. I so love my rum. Bring an next bottle again.
And more. islandvibes.net.
What's this?
Welcome to Table Talk with Nikki the Voice, where we bring to you highlights of entrepreneurs, leaders, organizers, and much more.
Cross the finish line. I'll be coming back for you.
A broad spectrum of professionals, including chefs, artists, designers, musicians, and much, much more. Our show is a new brand of talk shows where we educate, bring transparency, and last but not least, fun. Table Talk.
It's a blessing from above, and we never giving up.
Get ready for our seasons, a roller coaster of emotions, all wrapped into one.
Keep that in places.
Caribbean style. We'll cover our Caribbean roots as well, so keep it locked.
That in places.
Welcome to Table Talk. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and iTunes.
Own it, girl, you just own it. Cause your body's on fire. Show me how to control it.
Table Talk Show is now on Island Vibes Radio. You can catch us every Saturday from 10 to 12 p.m. Log on to Island Vibes Philly or islandvibe.net.
I just checked. Come on. Love to drink with my friend. Come on. And to lie with the friend. Come on. And I will never forget. As I reach inside, a feeling take over me. It remind me of the first time I touched party. I cannot deny the vibes, the shock was so heavenly. On a candy cloud, everything just feels so sweet. Yeah, when I look on the left, it's so much pretty gal. I'm fitting in the carnival with a bag of green on me, like a criminal. But if I wine on a gal, see the team all around way, and we having a good time. Yes, we having a good time. Do you remember the time I talking about the very first line? When last you've been to a party, plenty women looking so nice. We must be in paradise. When last you had a time to remember, it's only bumper to fender. participate. Jay bring down the soca, bust up the speaker, cause it take the stress away. On the left, on the right, him all along way. And we having a good time. Yes, we having a good time. Do you remember the time I talking about the very first line? When last you been to a party, plenty women looking so nice. We must be in paradise, Lord. When last you had a time to remember, it's only bumper to fender, and the drinks got done, big up the bartender. When last, when last, when last you been to a party, plenty women looking so nice. We must be in paradise. When last you had a time to remember, it's only bumper to fender, and the drinks got done, big up the bartender. When last you been to a party, plenty women looking so nice. We must be in paradise. When last you had a time to remember, just last night.
LP, just that.
I just check.
Any drink by the bar, give me plenty. Call we lick a shot at the century. No. Now the thing start. We love me drinks to me heart and me send shots to the head, hit the liver. We drink plenty liquor. We don't play with it. We drink, we don't play with it. Send shots to the head, hit the liver. We drink plenty liquor. We don't play with it. We drink, we don't play with it. Ha! In my grey suit with the grey goose, give them a straight groove with the same moves. Liquor have me lit but me stay cool. Mix the whiskey with the grapefruit, then punch the punch in with the same movement. Went to one fet and mash up two fence. Them a say me drunk something confuse them, and them can't deal with it. Rum in a glass, oh we just jump and balance, swim move so mean with it. Drinking with class, Dan Perry and no gosh, someone so evilist. Snake in a glass, bad mind you and your glass. I feel complete with it. I don't just talk, fill up with drinks to me heart and me send shots to the head, hit the liver. We drink plenty liquor. We don't play with it. We drink, we don't play with it. Send shots to the head, hit the liver. We drink plenty liquor. We don't play with it. We drink, we don't play with it. Ha! Blow straight trees in the same breeze. Different line but the same squeeze. Shot to the head, catch a brain freeze. I'm fully red up like a ATM. Cashing on my jeans from the ATM. If them not pleased, then I can't please them. I'm about to go have a great weekend, and them can't deal with it. Rum in a glass, oh we just jump and balance, swim move so mean with it. Drinking with class, Dan Perry and no gosh, someone so evilist. Snake in a glass, bad mind you and your glass. I feel complete with it. I don't just talk, fill up with drinks to me heart and me send shots to the head, hit the liver. We drink plenty liquor. We don't play with it. We drink, we don't play with it. Send shots to the head, hit the liver.
a lot of groovy. You're hearing some power and so forth. And during the end of our show, coming down to the end, we'll do some countdowns. It's not in relation to who's doing better than who or anything like that, but some that we heard and it's right. So here I have my guest, Gabrielle Palandy, and she is famous for her song Congo Girl. So we're gonna welcome Gabrielle.
Hi, good morning.
How are
Hi to everyone locked in on islandvibe.net. Pleasant good morning, big up yourselves. You don't know, it's going to be amazing over here today. It's going to be real vibes. And let the host go on and then I'll answer.
I just love your energy. Like, I'm no matter what, I'm always proud of being a Trinidadian because how we're
Yes.
very genuine in everything that we say and the love for our culture and the love for the music and just the personality is bubbly, bubbly, however you say,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
So when I heard your music, it caught on to me right away, And as I said this
Yeah.
morning when I'm advertising and stuff, it's like I kept on humming it, humming the song, humming the song. But there's a
Yeah.
movie, I was gonna tell you, there's a movie it reminds me of. I'll try to get the name.
Okay.
I'll try to get the name of the movie, but it's similar in
Okay.
the rhythm or
Hmm.
yeah, it's kind of similar, but it's with a little girl, and we'll get to that later on when I get the information.
Wow. I
You know?
can't wait to hear about that because it just makes it even more interesting and makes even the song so much more, as we go into the interview and we go later on into all the discussions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I just can't I can only imagine.
So let me ask you, your name, right? I was looking through your
Yes.
bio, and your name, where does it stem from?
So my name is actually Whitney Murray, Whitney Gabriel Murray, that is. And so I decided to use my middle name for my performances because I've always felt like, what is the point in having a middle name and no one uses it, right? So I
True.
was like, I'm going to use Gabriel. I need to make use of this name before I die. And then the last name, Palandy, comes from my late grandmother on my mother's side. She died when I was really young, and I really love my grandmom plenty. And there is only very few Palandys in Trinidad. In addition, I also have a business venture that I've started. I've been, putting in work into with my family that is called Palandy Brand, right?
Oh,
And so it made sense to add that last name to combine it with my middle name and use that for music because it will be beneficial to the brand in the long run.
all right. That's beautiful. I actually
Yes,
grew up with, well, I'm from South as well. That was my next
yes.
question. Where are you from and so forth, right? And I'm from South as well. You're also from South. What part of South are you from?
I'm from Kokie, so anybody who listening, if you're from San Fernando, Kokie, big up yourself. You don't know, yeah. All the South
That's
people, we have to support one another. Yes. So
that's
I'm from South, and even listening to the song, you can hear so much roots in the song. Like a lot of dancers and drummers from South, and even from Spain will know the song. The song is a very rooted song. It's very rooted in that Congo girl in particular. It's very rooted because it comes from our African heritage here in Trinidad and Tobago. So these are things that our ancestors would have created, over their period of time when they went through different things, and um, from slave days, and then even after that, they came up with things because it had times where if you listen to certain stories in history where they used to mimic the way that their slave masters used to dress and they used to dress. So these things, this song has a very strong link to that period of time
Mm.
because this song is linked to a dance that they created back then when they used to mimic how their slave masters used to dress and they used to that period of time.
Yeah.
And we keep the culture and the heritage going on over time as time goes by, even into competitions like Best Village and stuff, which a lot of our youths are involved in here in Trinidad and Tobago. And so they know this song, but they know it from a different perspective. And I felt like this is something I wanted. I noticed, um, after a while, being on social media and TikTok and all these things, because so many people dive into so many different topics, and there are people who are interested in knowledge on the African diaspora and all these things, and they want to know about your heritage and they want to dig deeper into the Africanism or whatever different race or ethnicity they're into. And so I wanted to tell them about the African side of things here in Trinidad and Tobago, but do it through the music and do it in a modern version by bringing it into soca and also being able to preserve the culture, but in the music, modernize it because it's more the original song is more just called roots and culture, and that it's all just beating drums, and it's not something you've ever heard implemented or integrated into soca in this way. So I had to put my spin on it, tell a story, and not only that, but beautify it because I've also noticed over time, in the days that we live in where a lot of people, some people embrace their natural self and there are those who don't. And so I need to teach young girls to love themselves as God created them. Yes, you will see, yes, sometimes they might feel to put on a little braids or um a little add-in, the extra hair,
Or
whatnot.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some people might do, different parts of the body. You might see them and you might be like, yeah, they're looking good, but you need to love yourself as you were created. And that is also one of my reasons for doing this song in particular, because I need them to know that they are beautiful as they were created with their natural hair, their natural skin tone, however, whatever body God gave them.
Yeah.
You are beautiful like that, and I need them to know that.
Yeah. I think that's
So
a good,
that's what the song,
yeah,
yes,
that is beautiful. When you talk about the African roots and, the dancing and everything that we did before,
yes.
so my family heritage, the full name is Goddard, you know?
Okay, okay, okay.
So, I believe in the natural look as well because I don't wear a lot
Yes,
of makeup. I don't wear a lot of lipstick and so forth. And
yes,
and I like my tannish type of
yes,
skin and all different types of skins. I would say that
yes.
everybody, so no matter what you look like, But now
Mm-hmm.
everything is, how should I say? Everything is about being thin or looking a certain way, having a certain
Yes,
type
or
of
looking
hair.
light. Everybody want to, not, I've noticed some people like, they fetish being lighter in complexion or having a particular hair texture or a particular type of body. And they need to understand that God created variations and all variations are beautiful. We
Exactly.
can't all look one way. That would be so boring. The world would be a boring place. Imagine if we only had one color. So when you look around, everything just one color alone.
Yeah, yeah.
It would be boring. We need to appreciate the variety that is in our presence and that God created, and that is the tick of it.
All right. If you happen to have your phone close by, like
Yes.
the volume or something, you could lower it down because I think they get in an echo, just a quick echo.
Okay.
Right? Um, Yeah, so that is true. That is so true. You know, now everybody's doing the braids. And when I say
Yes,
everybody, not just people that look like us, all different
yes,
textures are doing the braids.
yes,
A lot of people are going back into the natural look. I think because
yes.
of the pandemic as well, it's done
Mm-hmm.
this, which is really good with people getting back to their roots. And I appreciate your song or your music because everything now, when you look at it, is a bump and a grind. And now you're hearing cursing in the songs. And so
Yes,
to each its own, because I know everybody's trying to do their own type of music, get into different genres and stuff like that. But I believe
yep,
soca we have a responsibility to our youths in what we put out
I
there,
agree. And
right?
then they are the ones who will carry it on because um I looked at an interview just yesterday with another artist
Mm-hmm.
who I used to listen when I was younger. And she isn't like an old artist or anything, but then there are those who are younger than me who would have been probably like, I don't know, in preschool. I know that song. So that in itself showed me that, the youths are the one who will remember, even like, for instance, let's say like now is the period that a lot of people are getting familiar with me. The older set may not be, some of the older set may not be that in tune, but the younger ones are listening. And as time goes by and they get older, they will remember that song and then the other songs that will come out over the years and they'll be like, yeah, I remember that song with Gary. Is she who did sing that? Way and you know, and I
Yeah.
noticed that that is the way it goes.
Yeah.
And that being the way it goes, you wanna have good things for them to remember and to what's the word?
You want to have good content, you definitely
Yes, you
want to have
wanna you
good
wanna have
set.
good content.
Yeah, yeah,
You wanna
definitely.
have good things for them to look back on in their
Yeah.
minds.
Yeah, I remember
Not
in
not
school. Yeah, not all these cursing and stuff like that. But I remember in
exactly.
school when we did David Rudder Bundem and we did
Yes,
that for exams. And so in school they teach you about the words and the meanings and why they say
yeah,
this and all that stuff. So it's not just from the radio alone. Some um school teachers are teaching you that. My
yes, that's true.
my the CEO of the company said that he was born in Coquille and
Oh wow.
he born and grew in Coquille.
Well,
Just
big up
wanted to
you,
let
Mr. CU or
yeah.
Mrs. CU.
So let's take it back to when you first started, right? I
Yes.
saw that you've been doing this since you were about what, 7, 8 years old?
I've been entertainment. I've been entertaining since I was 7 years old. I started dancing, and actually prior to that, I started doing monologues. My grandmom was the one who was responsible for me doing monologues. She would create all these poems or monologues or whatnot and have me learn it by heart. And then
Yeah.
I'll go perform it. It started out in church.
Oh,
And
nice.
then from there, in church, one of our church members owned a dance group called Akhenaten Dance Theater.
Uh,
And from there, I began dancing, from 7 years old. Around around that same time, sorry, 7, 8. I
mm,
started dancing, professionally. So, and because they would throw big shows and stuff back at that time, we didn't have Napa and Sapa. So it
okay, yeah,
would be
no.
the bowl, you know. So all the shows would be in the bowl or it would be in the Creative Arts Center
Uh-huh.
in San Fernando. And his shows always used to be sold out, like ram pack, right?
Mm,
And we were performing from since then I've been performing, I've been dancing, and then while I was in secondary school, even um and well while I was in primary school I would have been involved in a lot of competitions because we have fan fest and all these things that you participate in, and then in secondary school I would have been a part of that as well, but then I would also that is where I began doing backup dancing for artists and stuff back then. So I had
really?
my fair share dancing backup. for artists, for Soca Monarch back then, and even for Soca Star and all these things before I eventually started singing for myself,
Okay.
writing music as well. But that was a bit natural to me, the writing. It came natural because of my past experiences and doing monologues and all of those things, all of it fall in the category of visual and performing arts, which I just always been a part of growing up. So
Yeah.
it was easy to maneuver from one thing to the next. That was just my thing. It's easy for me to express myself and feel comfortable in performing arts.
Yeah.
So
That's
it
why I
was
say
easy for me.
it was easy.
Yeah.
That's why I say it's good to nurture the kids in the sense that
Yes.
whatever they show themselves, like when I was raising my kids, and I did it because of myself, right? I knew I loved music, I love art, I
Yes.
love sports, certain type of sports. So anything that I enjoyed, I wanted my parents to say, hey, Nicole, okay, we'll let you do this, we'll let you do that. So whatever I couldn't do, I was like, you know what? When I have my kids, I'm gonna let them do because it's your DNA basically. Like how
It's
Soca is
true.
our DNA, whatever is
Yes.
your DNA, that is what you're gonna do best in, unless you're
It's
trying to
true.
learn something else or whatever the case is,
Yeah,
So I
that's true.
made sure if they wanted to play soccer and my son said, hey, mom, I see that net. I like that net. I want to play it. Fine.
Yes, you push them.
Yeah,
And
you
that's
push them and let
what
them
we
do what they
should
want.
that's what we should do because that's where they'll excel their best in.
Yes.
And some people don't get it, but some do and some eventually do get it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
True.
So
Okay,
to
so
God be the glory about that.
so I see that, besides soca, right, and dancing
Yes.
and stuff like that, the genres of music that you
Yeah.
went into. So was soca your first love, or was it, I know you did the
Um,
dancing and stuff like that and backup singing, but backup singing,
yes.
was it only soca or did you do other genres?
I did other genres prior to soca, so I actually started off doing pop music, and I used to write raps and sing as well.
Rap as well.
At first, yes, because when I started, my intention was to become a writer, not a singer, because
Okay.
I thought that I was like, maybe I'm not cut out for singing, and I feel that writing would be the better thing for me. But then, after a while going to studio and stuff, and the producers would always encourage me to sing my own songs. And
Okay.
so eventually I began singing my own songs. And then once I met KMC, who mentored me,
Yeah.
he encouraged me to write pop music. And, he exposed me to so much about pop music and what's going on the outside and where I should put my energy and attention. And this is what they're doing. And look at how their stage is set up and look at the audience and so many different things and this is what you make and this is how this goes and that and so on, right? He exposed me to a lot in pop music and so um I would write a lot of pop songs and he would say, you could fix this here, and if you do this
This will
there,
make the song
this will
even more
make the song
better.
even
And
more better.
and
And
over time,
after
I
over
got
time,
better
I got
at it.
better and better at it.
And
And then eventually later on, I decided to transition and do soca and in doing soca, it took me a while to figure out, okay, because I had already created my own style and sound in pop, and I was trying to figure out, okay, how can I do soca in a way that I don't lose my sound and my style in pop, that if I want to go back to do pop, that it could be like a smooth transition, so the audience won't be like, this is Gabrielle, why is she singing so different,
Yeah.
so when you wanted to song so sweet when you transition, that is like wow, and not only that, you can fuse the both genres and do crossover music and all of that. So all of those are things that I've been thinking about even while creating music, even while doing soca music, even while doing pop music, you know. So it's been a lot of planning and fixing and,
Yeah.
over the time.
Fine. So I'm gonna put you on the spot for a quick sec.
Yes.
Right? You kind of piqued my interest when you said you rap, or you used to rap, or you write.
Yes.
Is it possible for you to do a small snippet of something that you could remember of rap?
Wow.
Or rap something off the bat? Because
I
I know
can't
rappers
even.
can just
It's
rap
so.
off the bat.
Yeah, but that was so long ago, to tell you the honest truth. I'm not
Really?
even sure if I can remember that. But
Okay.
let me see let me try to see if I can pull something from deep within my soul that
Do
I
you
can
need a melody?
probably remember.
Would you need a
Let me see.
melody, or you could do it just freestyle?
I could do it freestyle.
All right. So let me give you some words. Island Vibes Radio. Oh, Nikki G the Voice. Music. Sexy Gal.
Oh my
Trinidad and
God.
Tobago, Carnival.
I'm scared.
Anything. It don't
For
matter.
some reason, I feel I'm going to suck at this. I think I'm
No.
starting to feel I have to pull out of this idea. Because I think I'm going to suck. I haven't done it in
In a while.
years. Like,
Okay.
yeah, like when I used to do it, that was like around 14, 15 years old.
That's a long
I'm turning
time.
30 today. I'm
Oh,
turning 30 this year.
oh,
Like,
I thought you said
in 2
today.
months. No, not
Okay.
today. Like in 2 months, I'm turning 30.
March
So
26th, I see, yeah?
yes.
Yeah.
So it's really long. That's also part of the reason why I can't even remember
Uh-huh.
the songs that I would have wrote back then.
All right. So
Because it's years.
what we're going to do, I'm gonna play one of the songs that you have currently before we get to the
Yes.
main song that you're trying to push, right?
Yes.
And we'll play that for a quick sec, take a break, and then come back.
Okay.
Oh, if you'd like to introduce the song, the next song that you have, and then you can start playing it.
For sure. So listeners from Island Vibe, presenting to you The Road by Gabriel, featuring Jaff Rich, in collaboration with Jaff Rich. Ooh. As I be talking and the song will just come to my head because most of my songs is just like I'm always talking about something. It's a conversation or a story in my head that's just happening, and then the whole song is come. Just like for instance, I have this song that goes well, it's something else now, but it started off just being ooh, when I see you, I just can't stop thinking of you, you know. I just said that. I really was just saying that. And then the melody just came. Ooh, when I see you, I just can't stop thinking of you, you know. And then the words start coming. Oh my, will you top up my day one time? Hug me, love me, give me a good wine. Yeah, so it's really just, I'll just be sitting down, thinking or just talking, and then the words just come, and as the words come, I start filling in the story. Once the words come, then I come up with what I think the storyline should be.
All right. Okay, so we're live. We're back on. We're on islandvibe.net with Nikki G the Voice on Table Talk Show. I'm here with Gabrielle Palandy, my guest currently in Trinidad, and she's promoting her songs. So, Gabrielle, so before, if you guys just came on, I had put her on the spot and I was asking her about rapping and piqued my interest. So what you were telling me now, like, you know, behind the scenes talking and stuff like that, I want you to explain to people how your music comes about in your head and just do the acapella of what you were saying. Because I don't want to miss that. Yeah.
Yes. So usually my songs come about with just, you know, I'll be sitting, I'll be doing anything. I could be talking, or you know, somebody says something and I repeat it, but I repeat it in my own way, and the melody comes to my head. So, for instance, I have this song that you'll hear in time to come. It's called Top Up, you know, and I was really just sitting down, and I just said, ooh, when I see you, I just can't stop thinking of you, you know. And that's how the entire song began. So then I listened to it. You know, I said it, and then I was like, you know, this could be something. And ooh, when I see you, I just can't stop thinking of you, you know. Oh my, when you're the top of my day one time, hug me, love me, give me good wine. You know, and so with just the fact that I said, you know, what I said at the beginning, I started building on that story with the melodies and the feelings to suit what I am saying. So the feelings is the emotion, and the words is really what is giving me the melodies to make the song. And once I get the emotion in the words, and I get the melody, then I already know where the story is going. I already know the story. I know it's about a man. I know it's a love story immediately because I just said, when I see you, I just can't stop thinking about you. Who am I going to be telling that?
Exactly.
You know, so that's how the story comes to me a lot of times.
So
and that's how the music comes.
You can actually do production then, because if the music is in your head, and you have the visuals and you have the song and so forth, then it's just to tell the producer who's actually keying it, or could you produce?
Yes, that's actually what happens with all of my songs, unless the producer has instrumental, and then he says to me, wow, I want you to hear this, you know, and I would listen to it, and then I would still come up with my story in it. And most of the times I'm really just talking, I'm just saying random things, but I'm saying it in melodies. And then I notice a lot of foreigners tend to say that we have the sing-songy way that we speak.
We do.
So a lot of times I'm really just talking, but I listen to the melody within the way that I speak a lot of times. And it gives me a lot of originality within the content of what I'm saying or what I'm creating with the producer a lot of times. And a lot of times in doing so, he'll be like, ooh, that sounds real good. Sometimes I'm really just talking, you know, or I'm just saying words, you know, I haven't even figured out the melody 100% as yet. And he's like, oh, that sounds real good. I like what you do there. And I'm like, yeah, you know, you're right. And we just keep going and rolling, and the song keep coming along.
Yeah.
I think Congo Girl is the only song that I really I would say that I actually structured and actually did research on and actually say, hey, this is how this song had to go. It had to go this way, only because of the history of that song. But all my other songs,
Yeah.
it just flow. It just flow. It was just a conversation. It was just it was just based on like, for instance, the same top up, which is now something different today. It
Yeah.
was based on another story that I have known.
Mm-hmm.
It started off with a normal love story that I was creating, but then I noticed that there was a similarity in the love story I was singing about, and a love story that is also dear to me,
Yeah.
and that dear love story, it just fit everything, and it fit who I am and my vibe, and a lot of things that everybody could relate to. So
Okay.
it turned into something different. So you'll definitely look out for Top Up in time to come in future. And I tell
Right.
you, the Top Up is a real, that song is fire. It's fire, it's real bacchanal.
It sounds like it
And a
has like a
crossover song.
jazzy vibe to it.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
It's a crossover. It's not um it's not 100% soca song. It's something a little different.
Mixture. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it's a mix there.
So who are some of the, let me make sure I'm not skipping my questions I have for you. But
Yes,
in any case, when you decide to work with a producer, right? How do
yes.
you pick your producers? And two-part question. And do you ever work with writers since you already write yourself? Do you include other people? How do you pick that
Yes.
who you want to work with?
Um, I pick who I want to work with based on the type of music I want to do at the time. Because for instance, like, if I do a song now and I come to a producer, a lot of times they think that I want my next song to sound like the first song, so they'll build something similar to what I just did.
Okay.
But I don't want all my songs to sound the same, because I feel like I have so many different things going on inside of me, and so many different sides that I would like to share. And it's not all the same. My experiences are not all the same. The melodies within me are not all the same. My emotions are not always the same. And I think that every human being can relate to that. So it's based on what I want to do at a point in time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to a particular producer that I think, okay, this person is best for this because they build great around this, and also um I like to connect with my producers for them to understand the direction I'm going in with my music. So a lot of times I tend to sit down with the producer, and I'll have them hear the song, but then sometimes I'll carry them into my world of music. We'll even sit down and listen to different music just to carry them away from what they are into at the point in time, to get them into a different mindset, a more open and minded mindset. Listen for different things.
Mm.
Sometimes I'll even help them find different plugins, find different things that you could use on my vocals.
Really? Okay.
I don't want to song like everybody else in every song. I
True.
don't want to song the same every time. I want my style and song to be there, that every time you hear me, it's me.
Yeah.
But we want to get better each time.
Yeah.
Each time we put out something, we want to song better.
Mm-hmm.
We also want to sound. We don't want all the song. We don't want people saying,
It's song
"Oh, she song,
generic and it's song the
yeah,"
same and all that
or
stuff.
or my songs are predictable. Like,
Yeah.
this year you know what I sing, next year you don't know what I'm coming with.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Before,
they know your
you know,
voice at least. They know.
yeah, you know my voice, but
Yeah.
don't know what I'm coming with the next year. Don't know that. Don't ever know that.
I see you have a
So
song called Lunacy. Is it Lunacy
yes,
that you did in
yes,
2018?
yes, I did.
Yeah. What are
I
some of
did
the
it
other
in
songs? Mm.
So when I did Lunacy, I was actually now transitioning into soca at that time, and I
Okay.
wanted a song that gave me a feeling of Flo PG's Nasty, and that was that song. That's how it came about, and I was really finding my way, trying to find my voice in soca at that point in time. I hadn't figured it out as yet. I hadn't even figured out how to put my style into soca. So
Yeah.
that song for me was an experiment at the point in time. It
Okay.
was more so an experiment.
Are you able to just sing us a couple of lines so we could hear what it sounds like?
For sure. So it goes Luna, 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 Luna. Just now, sorry. All I wanna do is work it. All I wanna do is work it all day. You can work it all night. All I wanna do is work it all day. Just blame it on Luna, see, Luna, see, Luna. We going out at the morning come. Walking with my pussy coming down. They call me the female vagabond, walking dirty down in town when the DJ play my song. So that was Lunacy, you know. But the part that was really the part that was to give me that feel of the Flow PG is nasty back then, you know. Too nasty, you know that song, right?
Yeah. You say that nasty.
Which is a big song because
Yeah.
look, we're in 2024 and you would still hear that song playing. I feel like that song is an amazing song for Juve and Carnival, right? So the
Especially
part that would have, yes. So the part that really the part in Luna C that was giving me that feel when I initially started writing it was the Luna C, Luna C, Luna, we're not going. Just that part, the Luna C, because you know you hear it. When you see me nasty, nasty, you know. So it really was the Luna C, you know. But back then when because I was transitioning, I don't think at the point in time that those around me were quite understanding what I was trying to do with
what
that
you was
song.
trying to do, yeah. That's why interviews are very important, I think. So you're able to get across what you're doing. Some people would do a cappella where they would get online and they would sing something and sing it slower and explain what the music is about and so forth, you know? Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. But I must commend you on your voice.
Thank you. So that is what Lunacy really was supposed to be back then. And at that time, I wouldn't say that I hadn't found my voice, like who I was as yet in soca at that time. I think I did it with Congo Gal, and I know I did it with Congo Gal, and the other songs that I have coming. In soca that it's already recorded, it's already produced, it's just to put it out during the year. Like I have a song upcoming called What a Woman and a song called Wet Me. Those are the songs that I would say is who when you hear that, you know, all right, this is Gabrielle, this is her style, this is her song.
Yeah, and because you know it now, you know yourself now.
Yes.
And what you want to put forth.
Yes, that is it. And then, well, when you hear any pop song that I will come out with in time to come, you know that is Gabrielle, because that would have been some of the music I had created before I started creating soca. But it was just a matter of time of doing the soca first and then coming out with the pop and then trying to merge them and cross it over.
Yeah. So let me ask you something. You find nowadays, right, even during the pandemic, I was speaking to someone about this. During the pandemic, every other genre was making music, right? Including Afrobeat. Afrobeat came and just take over. Soca, on the other hand, everybody was like, I don't want to put out no soca because nobody's going to listen and all that type of stuff. So why do we do that? Why do we put soca in a box and expect it? This is my thoughts, right? So
I agree.
We put it in a box and then expect people to listen to it all year round when the only time you really concentrate on it is probably, let's say,
it's for Carnival.
From November to February. Then afterwards, I mean, other countries have their carnival.
It's true.
Right? Yeah. So
It's
why is
true.
that? Do you think like that as well, or do you bring
I don't think like that at all because of the type of music that I do. I do music that you can listen all year. Like um I have to go back to Congo Girl again because it's a song that yeah, you can listen it to Carnival, but because of the history of the song, you can listen it for emancipation. Or you could just listen to it during the year because you into this type of thing, you into African history and you just want to listen to this song or you want to uplift yourself as a African woman, a black woman. So it you can listen to it anytime. You know, it's the topic, it's the story in the song that is making it's a song that you can listen all year. But you
Yeah.
see, they are singing songs that is only um for fete or for party or for the road or for the moment. And because they're singing something that's for the moment, that is why they were like, wow, I don't want to follow this boy because it don't have no
Yeah, now we don't
carnival and
follow
the
this.
song. But if you sing,
Yeah.
things that people can relate to in everyday life, you introduce that into soca and not only sing songs that sell a fete or that sell an event because that is the issue. That is one of the reasons that soca is not as big as Afrobeats and they are not realizing it. It is the story. It is not just the production. It's not just the hype. You see, they're not understanding that that is our culture, but it is not everybody culture. And if you want to make a genre world music, right?
Has to be
Which is music that
relatable. Yeah.
everybody, it has to be relatable to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody has to be able to feel something of it, feel an emotion of it. And that is one of the reasons I would say that that song that Patrice Roberts did with Mind Drink Water and Mind Your Business would have gotten big because everybody worldwide could relate to somebody minding their business and drink water and mind your business and people using them with the things that she was saying. The story in the song is what made that song big. Apart from the melody, because she said someone who is your friend is not your friend, only there for the money to spend. So it's the story that makes this song bigger, and this is what some of them aren't understanding. And that I think is one of the main reasons that soca isn't where Afrobeats is. In addition to, we have to understand that if we want something to be big, we have to make it a movement, and a movement will include more than one person. It includes everybody, so everybody needs to support everybody. Everybody needs to push everybody so that we can get more of it out there and get more people interested in the genre. Not a person, a genre. Right? So yes, in that way that's the only way I'm seeing this reaching on a platform like to the extent that Afrobeats is.
Yeah.
To where when you go on Spotify or whatever platform or distribution platform you go on to put your music, that you can actually see, hey, you could choose and say, all right, well, this song is soca, and you don't have to hide it under reggae or under Afrobeats or under fitness alone. You would see soca there as an option to choose, but you have to put in your work and understand that is the plan is something bigger than yourself.
Yeah.
It's a movement,
and now I see, not to cut you off, but now I see that they're doing a lot of subtitles where people can understand what you're saying because
yes,
you know, the way how we sing and the way how we talk and all that stuff, some people really wouldn't understand. And then even when I speak, people would be like, oh, are you from England or something? Because when I first came here, I had to try and make people understand what I'm saying. My African friends wouldn't understand me. Some American people would understand, but I had to change my accent. So now what I'd like you to do is introduce your song, Congo Girl, and it'll take us out for 2 minutes. So everyone could hear it.
So all listeners of Island Vibe, introducing to you Congo Girl.
Jaxie, Gabriel. Congo girl, come out for you. Dance me
Okay, for sure.
And then we'll do, I usually do like a quick.
Let me tell you now how the Congo girl.
I'm not hearing you. Your mic is muted.
Dancing in my blood.
I'm not hearing you.
My blood. Putting me African
Your
way.
mic is muted.
I could share, yeah. Congo girl, come out for you. Self me love you, me love you.
Okay, now I'm hearing you.
Congo girl,
Alright, hold
come
on,
out for you. Self it, do the what jam me for you. Congo girl, come out for you. Self me love you for you. Congo girl, come out for you, hey. Spirit out on the road. Can't talk what you don't know. Don't jump in me so. You know, see what me go do. Warrior to me heart. Don't vibrate like a jump from start. Holy Congo no ma. The energy jerk like a work of art. Congo girl, come out for you. Self me love you for you. Congo girl, come out for you. Self it, do the what jam me for you. Congo girl, come out for you. Self me love you for you. Congo girl, come out for you, hey. Hey, ina go down low, low, hey, ina go down low. Salt water give me some, hey, ina go down low, ina go down, hey, ina go down low. Congo girl, come out for you. Self me love you for you. Congo girl, come out for you. Self it, do the what jam me for you.
Okay, so we're back on air. You just heard Congo Girl by Gabrielle Palandy. Gabrielle, do you like when we introduce you or when you use your name, do you just use Gabrielle alone or you say the whole thing, Gabrielle Palandy?
I say the whole thing.
Okay, all right. That's great. So you just heard Congo Girl. Gabrielle, would you please sing it a cappella for us?
Of course. Congo girl, come out for you. Zafe, me love you for true. Congo girl, come out for you. Zafe, do and jam you for true. Congo girl, come out for you. Zafe, me love you for true. Congo girl, come out for you, hey. Let me tell you now about the Congo girl. Ragamuffin right through. Wind up every tune. Dancing in my blood, dancing in my blood. Good in me African way. Got so much I could share. Congo girl, come out for you. Zafe, me love you for true. Congo girl, come out for you. Zafe, do the one jam you for true. Congo girl, come out for you. Zafe, me love you for true. Congo girl, come out for you, hey, hey.
That's the part I like.
The me na good down low. Is that? Go
Yeah,
down
yeah,
low, me na good down low. Salt water give me some. Me na good down low. Me na good down low. That is actually one of the parts everyone waits on as well.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah,
I told
to
you
wind down low.
You know the
Oh
weights
Lord.
already, and how they say is the oil in the coil. The South
Yes.
people. Very nice. So the collaboration. Who did you
Yes.
as far as producer, who produced it for you, mixing down and so forth? Could you just give us a little background on that?
So the production for Congo Gal was done by my producer, Jagsy Productions, and the mixing and mastering was done by Casey Phillips of Precision Production.
Very
Right?
nice.
So yeah, they did really great work on that song.
Yeah. And I know KC is doing some big
Yes.
things where he is because he
Yes,
worked
yes.
with, some reputable artists.
Yes.
Has some songs out. And we actually did an interview with him, was it last year or year before last? So it was a really
Okay.
nice interview. Yeah.
Yes. And since I've been doing soca, he has actually been the one doing the mastering for all of my songs thus far. So, I have to say that I'm very thankful and very blessed that he was the person to take over that part of the work on my music.
Your behalf. Yeah.
Yes,
Which is great. But when you're reaching out to a producer, right? How do you get them? Because I know they have artists out there or upcoming artists who would
yeah.
like to work with certain producers,
Producers, yes.
even writers. How do you go about getting someone so prestigious or any producer, as a matter of fact? How do you go about doing that?
Well, for me, thus far, my experience would have been via coming in contact with some of them, meeting or on stations, because when you go to promote your song, you meet people there. Sometimes you meet people who know people and they person, or you hear their song and somebody know them and they get the contact word of mouth.
Okay.
So I've been able to meet these producers in those experiences, or where I have other friends who are artists as well, and they went to another producer and I went along with them, and we met in that way as well. So that was my experience. And then a lot of times the writers are right there in the studio as well, so I meet them in that way as well. So
Okay.
I know how to, so I give people an opportunity to, put in things on, include their style in my music while at the studio sometimes, because I want my song to sound different. My way of writing is a particular way, but then they have a different way, and it makes the song more interesting, and a really nice melting pot. It makes it more interesting. It makes you not sound the same all the time.
Yeah.
So I like to allow other people to put in their swing or their swag to their seasoning on my song sometimes to give it a
Yeah.
different flavor.
That's really good. Influences in your life. Who influenced you, or do you have any type of influences?
In terms of music,
Mhm.
um, wow, so many people.
Give me like
In
two or
terms of
three.
when you say in terms of music, are you speaking in terms of artists particular?
Yeah, yeah. Anyone that's
Okay.
influential in what you sing, maybe you saw them singing, you hear the music. It could be any genre.
Um, in terms of pop, um, Diana Ross for sure.
Ah, yes,
In
yes.
terms of soca, Marshall, of course.
Mm,
Alison Hines has always been one of them.
mm.
Um, in terms when I shouldn't even go down that road because I'm not
What
doing that
road?
anymore. Like when I used to do rap, I used to really like Lil Kim.
Ah,
I used to always sit down and listen to her songs and watch. I used to look at the way that she would perform, the way that she
yeah.
executed her lyrics, and the way that she executed, the way that she performed, the way that she did everything. I used to just observe everything, and
Mm,
it's a lot of them. There's so many of them.
yeah.
I tend to sit down and take in everybody. I had my period. I had periods where I used to look at Beyonce too, but I like to go far back because I know that they would have been influenced by somebody too, and I want to see that
Exactly.
somebody that they were influenced by. What
Yeah,
did they bring to the table that had them so intrigued by them?
yeah.
So I tend to do that a lot. And
Nice.
so, because I tend to do that a lot, I tend to look at a lot of artists, but
Mm,
mostly the older ones because I know that they are very well experienced and professional at what they do.
true.
They know exactly how to do it, how to do. And I looked at Eartha Kitt back then. I looked at so many people that influence a lot of different things in my music.
Yeah, yeah.
You
That's good.
know,
I mean, it's a melting pot of when you
yes,
think of entertainment, is a melting pot of people, and
yes,
even though sometimes when I look, just like how you said, when I look back at people, if, when I was younger, I was like really, really shy. I still have a little bit.
yes,
And Beyonce used to say she has Sasha Fierce when she comes out,
yes,
you know? For me, I guess it's Nikki G. I don't know. You know, it's like you always have
Yes,
two different personalities. The one that's behind the scene and really laid back, and you know, people will be like,
yes,
"You're not the same person who I see who was on the radio, the same person
yes,
singing and stuff like that." You know, like a different personality. But if you
yes.
enjoy something, it's like most times it's like you have to have a different personality when you're doing something.
It's true.
Maybe a
Because
business minded or you know.
yes,
Mm.
it brings out a different side of you when you start to do it. That sometimes you're just in a whole different world
Yes.
when you're doing
Yeah.
what you're doing. That
Yeah.
it brings out another person.
Yeah.
You don't seem like the same person when you're not doing what you're
Exactly.
doing.
Exactly.
You
So
know,
let me ask you, what would you tell or what advice would you give your younger self at this time if you have to look back?
I would definitely give my younger self the advice, the normal, simple, biblical advice. Don't in anything you're doing, don't be anxious. Just pray. Because over time I've seen for myself that nothing is impossible. Things that when I was younger, I felt like it was a big deal and it's so hard to achieve, and it probably would cost me going out of space to achieve this thing. You know, it was far from what I was thinking. The effort, yes, you would have to put in work, but
Yeah.
it wasn't so big of a deal as I thought it was so big of a deal. It
Mm,
was just a matter of knowledge, of accumulating the right knowledge,
mm,
getting in putting myself in the right circles,
mhm.
and putting in that work,
Yeah. Time.
accumulate, and so
Yeah.
that it was just a matter of that, and staying persistent
Yeah.
and praying, because without God nothing is possible. You need him to achieve things. And
Yeah.
so many times God have showed me that even while pursuing stuff, because it will have a moment that, all right, I'm putting in the work. I have all the contacts, I have the knowledge of how to go about it. And then God said, no, no, oh, you feel you're going to leave me out. But let me show you how you still need me. So now he kicked me back a little bit. And then I start back to talk to him, and then he say, oh, all right, let me show you now. And just in two, all of a sudden, all kind of opportunities start coming,
Yeah.
so it's a
Yeah.
matter of staying prayed up,
Hmm.
putting in the work, and
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
what you need to get done, making
Yeah.
sure you're in the right circles, you have networking, all these things.
Mm. What advice would you give to, I mean, is it all what you just said? I know you could tell the youths as well, because if anyone
Yes,
is upcoming and so forth, you know, everything takes time. Everything is like a jigsaw
yes,
puzzle
it
and it
does.
comes together. The same way you said, you know, it took time for you to understand what you were about because you were young. You're not going to know all that.
Yes,
But time in itself makes you, you know, get to that stage where you experience certain things, you know?
yes,
You come to the realization of what your sound is, what your writing skills is, how better you've
mm-hmm.
become over time, you know, who you want to work
Yep.
with and all those things. Right? Um, who is your support system when it comes to this? Do you have any type of support system?
My support system is definitely my immediate family, my dad, my grandmom, my siblings. They have been there with me from day one, my mother,
Mhm.
even my spiritual parents, because I am of the Baptist faith here in Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
So they have always been supporting me, like, and now that I have my son, because this is my first child that I have here. He's 9 months old, and I'm doing music at the same time. So
Wow.
they help me in terms of babysitting, and my spiritual parents are also my son's godparents. So
Okay.
they will take him. They everybody just pulls a hand and assist him. Even my cousins, they come. Sometimes they look after him for me to go perform, for me to go on the station. Sometimes they come along with me
Yeah.
and they look after him while I'm doing my thing on the stations and so on. Even
Awesome.
now I'm on this interview, and he's with my grandmom, so that he wouldn't be making noise while I'm doing this here. So that's my support system, my family. they get it. They get what I'm doing. I sat with them and I had a conversation and I showed them, why this is so important to me to achieve and how it can benefit my son and even because I'm not a good person and I love people and I love the people around me and I know that this life is short. We all here for a short
True.
period,
Yeah.
and because I love the people around me and I love my son, I don't intend to just make it and let it be about me, me, me. I want those around me to be able to gain out of it too and be happy with me and be happy with my son. I want that when he grows, he have people who are there for him on the same level of financial stability and enjoyment and certain educational experiences and all of these things, because it's better to I feel like it's better when you can communicate and bond with people on that level versus you think about yourself alone and then they are on a different scale and you up here and them down there, and that is something that tends to cause keeping up with the Joneses and and I don't
Competition
want
and
that
all
for
that. Yeah.
I don't want my son to be in an environment like that, because then I feel like that is something that also breeds hate and envy, because eventually those things come in, when you're playing keeping up with the Joneses. What will she have? What will she doing? And
Yeah.
I will get this. No, I want us to all be on the same page so that the love could be genuine and it can be true, because I want, as the saying goes, God's greatest commandment is love, right? And I want to give that.
Yeah.
And they say you must give what you want to get back in return. I want to give that because I want to get that, and I want my son to experience love, true love.
Yeah.
Before I leave this
Practice
earth,
what you preach.
yes, you have
Yeah.
to practice it. Before I leave this earth, I said one thing I need my son to know is that I love him, and I want him to grow up in a loving environment.
Yeah.
So he knows it. So he knows what love is,
Yeah. That's
if
great.
anything.
All right. Could you give us your handles? Like, where could people find you if, someone wants to work with you and so forth? I don't know if you want to give out your number or your email.
Yes. So you can contact me on Gabriel Palandy across all platforms. Gabriel Palandy Music at Gmail. Book me, guys. You can contact me on 1-868-706-8118 if you want to work with me. You want to book me, whatever it may be. You want to include me in some greater project or something, whatever it might be. You contact me on that number.
And being that you do, are you willing to teach people? Let's say but you have a background in dancing, you have a background in singing and so forth. So if people want to have you for those type of projects, are you willing to do those as well?
Of course I am.
Okay.
I'm definitely about passing on knowledge, because what's the point of accumulating all of it and then you die and it dies with you?
Exactly.
All right. So I'm definitely about sharing.
Very good. So we're gonna take it away for just like a couple minutes, play some tunes for you, and then we'll come back with our game with Gabrielle Palandy.
Man's classic, Plata. Yo, man a classic, yo, Bubba. Man a classic like Cortina with fur on the dash. Lace cover the headrest, front rear to match. Roll out clean, no tint on this glass. So you can see the green, yellow, red like that flash on the equalizer. Match with the bright color leopard visor. Build my own song system, MacGyver. Strobe light, go left, right, night rider. Classic like white wall wheel with spoke rim. And the spoke rim come chrome with gold trim. Classic like first bow flexing home gym. Classic like 10 fingers with gold ring. Classic like ranking people them time with a semp in a case whistling and molting. Classic like butter bullet shoes and those things. Trinidad 80s, you know where you know king. Boom. Man's classic like 80s, baby. 80s, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Man's classic like the 80s. 80s, baby, baby. Man's classic like 80s, baby. 80s, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Man's classic like the 80s. Like the 80s. Baby, baby, baby. And if you see my style, say how it winds. So loud. Don't like the noise. So long. More than the mind. And if you hear the crowd, so loud. How it loud. And crowd. No hide, no shroud. So cloud. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Classic like white Adidas with the shell tip, black Kangal bucket and velvet. Fit you right like Darth Vader helmet. One drip multiply like Gremlins. Classic like the 80s with the rise of the Chicago Bulls and the rule of the Celtics. When the pump up Reebok was the rail kicks, and on the dashboard had a bottle up of the half empty. Fresh track suit like Run DMC. Big rope chain and the middle not empty. So heavy, doctors say it not healthy. To carry that weight on the neck, son, you should be with that thing rest down. Chilling on your couch watching Calabash, Ali or Benson. Never realize we go back to the future where we classic like Jetson. Man's classic like 80s, baby. 80s, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Man's classic like the 80s. 80s, baby, baby. Man's classic like 80s, baby. 80s, baby. Baby, baby. Man's classic like the 80s. Like the 80s. Baby, baby. And if you see my style, say how it winds. So loud. Don't like the noise. So long. More than the mind. And if you hear the crowd, so round. How it loud. And crowd. No hide, no shroud. So cloud. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like 10 speed and BMX, or the Brown Mitsubishi Lancer GLX, or the 120Y with the Pioneer deck, with the big clock face where you load the cassette. Classic like the red chopper bike where you get, with the gears on the shaft right up to the neck. Classic like Jericho when the thing said, one shake left, right and everything wet. Classic like pamphlet for gospel. Classic like TDK, cassette and Maxwell. Memorex, Fuji, Sony as well. VHS cassette make Betamax stuff set. Classic like the analog switch on the big back TV and your dolly on the MDF long shell. Just like the stripe on TV, that's what you see when you see me. Classic like that, believe me. Man's classic like 80s, baby. 80s, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Man's classic like the 80s. 80s, baby, baby. Man's classic like 80s, baby. 80s, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Man's classic like the 80s. The 80s, baby, baby, baby. And if you see my style, say how it winds. So round, don't like the night. So long, more than the mind. And if you hear the crowd, so round, how it loud. And crowd, no hide, no shroud. So cloud, yeah, yeah, yeah. Classic, man a classic. Man's classic, classic like.
What's this?
Welcome to Table Talk with Nikki G the Voice, where we bring to you highlights of entrepreneurs, leaders, organizers, and much more.
Cross the finish line, I'll be coming back for you.
A broad spectrum of professionals, including chefs, artists, designers, musicians, and much, much more. Our show is a new brand of talk shows where we educate, bring transparency, and last but not least, fun. Table Talk. Get ready for our seasons, a roller coaster of emotions, all wrapped into one. Caribbean style. We'll cover our Caribbean roots as well, so keep it locked. Welcome to Table Talk. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and iTunes.
Own it, girl, you just own it, 'cause your body's on fire. Show me how to control it.
Table Talk Show is now on Island Vibes Radio. You can catch us every Saturday from 10 to 12 p.m. Log on to Island Vibes Philly or islandvibe.net.
Broadcasting live from Philadelphia, Island Vibe, Philly's newest and hottest station.
You're listening to IslandVibes.net. All your hits banging right here. Philly #1 Caribbean station. Best in dance-off.
Undisputed champion. Heavyweight, world great. I the make Gaza celebrate.
Soca.
Call the Uber. Call the Uber now. I am coming to ya.
Reggaeton.
Algunos parecen todavía. Viven en el siglo de la hombría. Que te arregla solo para ellos. Y que para tu hombre te maquilla.
Soca.
Love in my heart, rum in the veins. I so love my rum. Bring an next bottle again. I so love my rum. Bring an next bottle again.
And more. IslandVibes.net.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. Welcome back to islandvibe.net with Nikki G, the voice, on Table Talk Show. And I want to thank my guest so much, Gabrielle. You have been such a treasure. Like,
thank you.
Your aura, your melodies, I'm looking forward to hearing much more from you, But
for sure.
But before we get into that, I have a ticket giveaway right now. It's the Wizard Promotion presents DJ Ross annual birthday bash. It's Blue with Anything, and that's today, January 27th. You have your DJs, Peter Black, you have DJ Kirsch, Roger Culture, Master Rich, and hosted by Marvin T. This is an early event. Doors open at 9 p.m. It's at Club Festivals, and this is happening in Philly. It's 522 or 5222 Walnut Street, Philadelphia, PA. And for tickets info, you can get your tickets from Ibis, also Brown Sugar, Club Festivals. And for bottle services, you can order or call from 215-681-5494 or 215-439-7800. For more info, call 215-681-5494. And that's for DJ Ross's annual birthday bash. Blue with Anything. Be there. All right, everyone. And Gabrielle, we're going to get into your game real quick. Time is running out.
Yeah.
When things are getting really good and,
Yeah.
time just starts flying. So my one-word game is female.
Me?
That's good. Abigail.
A girl I used to dance with.
Ah, okay. Success.
Where I'm heading.
Very nice. Love.
Something I'm trying to share.
Trinidad.
Where I live, where we live, where we're from.
San Fernando.
Our city.
Yes. Congo girl.
The song to listen to. Everybody go and stream it.
Yeah.
Across all platforms.
Lovely. Okay, so you had mentioned the family business that you had earlier, right?
Yes.
So I want to know about the clothing brand Indigenous Faces. Could you tell me briefly?
Yeah. No, Indigenous Faces, it's the prints we're starting off with, it's African prints. But eventually we intend to extend it into different prints, different types of fabrics that includes all races, because I feel like nobody, well, at least in my family, nobody's really one race. Everybody mixed with so many different races, and then it's semi-casual, casual clothing. So over time, you'll be able to see more about what the brand is. You can, to get more into it, definitely go check it out on Instagram to keep up and follow up. We have crochets as well included in there. It's a lot that'll be happening with that brand, and a lot that will be happening with that brand in terms of dressing celebrities and stuff here in Trinidad and Tobago, and we'll see where it goes as time goes with the music as well, into what it could be. But it's something that we're definitely trying to make into a household name as a brand.
Is it on is it Indigenous Faces on Instagram?
Yes, it's Indigenous Faces on Instagram.
All right. And do you have a website that people can go to and see?
It's actually, that is something that I'm actually working on currently, because it's something that I had it in my head and I'm now actually putting it all together, right? And then I'm also trying to go into eventually cosmetics as well. I mean, the name itself, Indigenous Faces, calls for cosmetics too.
Exactly.
Right? So,
it's a nice tropical type of name.
Yes. So a lot to come from it, definitely. Just stay tuned with it, follow the page, and you'll see all that is going on with it. As the website is there, you'll be able to see. We'll update you on the platforms. Hey, look, we have the website now. You can go onto the website and see all what's there, what's available. So yeah, follow the pages to be able to stay updated with all that is to come with the brand.
Great. And give us your handles again for anybody that tuned in late. We are going to have her information on YouTube at the bottom of the page. So if you want to click on that and get to Gabrielle, but could you give us the handles one more time?
So it's going to be Gabrielle Palandy across all social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, Threads, all these things. It's going to be Gabrielle Palandy Music for email and contact if you want to call or you want to WhatsApp 1-868-706-8118.
Very good.
So
and I want to wish you.
I say so that'll be it.
So I want to wish you all the best. Do you have anyone that you want to just give a quick shout out to?
Yes, I definitely want to pick up my producer, Juice Joseph, also known as Jackson Productions. Jeff Rich, the artist that I'm currently promoting The Road with, which is a song that is also registered for Road Match, because we don't have Soca Monarch this year, so Road Match was the only thing left for us to be a part of. I want to big up everyone all the DJs that has been assisting me along my way with music. I'm very thankful for them because everyone had to play their part for me to be here.
Exactly.
So thankful to all the DJs, all the radio stations who gave me the opportunity. My family who has been there in the process assisting me. Everyone who played their role, everyone.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. And I want everyone to know that you can find us on Instagram, which is islandvibe.net. I think it's a B in that. I don't want to give out the wrong thing. But you can also find me, Nikki G the Voice, on Instagram, and Nikki G Voice everywhere, on SoundCloud, on Facebook, on all different streaming medias, right? So we're gonna take it away. I want to thank you once again for being here. I must apologize, everyone. We had a late start, but at least we were able to bring it across. And hopefully we'll have you back again so you could give us an update of where the clothing brand is, where your music is, and so forth. All right?
For sure. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. We're going to keep it going. We have a list of songs that I started a couple of weeks ago, and we want to bring those new songs to you. Another thing that I'm going to do is all the guests that we have previously and any upcoming artists, I would like you to send me your songs. You can send a song to talktable57@gmail.com. You can also email nikkijvoice@gmail.com. Send me your music, because what we're hearing is, a lot of new artists is not getting their music played. So we would like the opportunity to do that for you and help you promote your song. So I'm going to take it away with the first song that we have loaded. It's Imani Ray, Closer.
Philly #1 Caribbean station, islandvibes.net.
Come a little bit closer. It's Imani Ray. Come a little bit closer. Come. Yeah. Hold me closer. Hold me closer. Hold me closer. Baby, jump me harder. I want you forever. Hold me closer. Well, if you want love, get close up now. I'm pushing it hard. Pushing it back hard, baby. Keep pushing it hard. Pushing it up hard on me. I'm pushing it hard. Pushing it back hard, baby. Keep pushing it hard. Pushing it up hard on me. Baby, nothing sweeter than when I'm whining on you. Nothing make me feel better than when I'm jamming on you. I want you jamming like jam up on me like yeah. So hold me closer. Hold me closer. Hold me closer. Baby, jam me harder. I want you forever. Hold me closer. Well, if you want love, get close up now. I'm pushing it hard. Pushing it back hard, baby. Keep pushing it hard. Pushing it up hard on me. I'm pushing it hard. Pushing it back hard, baby. Keep pushing it hard. Pushing it up hard on me. Get a little closer. Let me lean up on it and poster. It's yours, so you're supposed to stick on it like poster. Yeah, closer. Have me thinking what we need close for. Good for you like medicine. Come get the dose now, baby. Don't be shy. So hold me closer. Hold me closer. Hold me closer. Baby, jump me harder. I want you forever. Hold me closer. Baby, nothing sweeter than when I'm whining on you. Nothing make me feel better than when I'm jamming on you. I wanna jam you like jam up on me like yeah. So hold me closer. Hold me closer. Hold me closer. Baby, jam me harder. I want you forever. Hold me closer. Yeah. It's Imani Ray.
Right, I think.
No, not today. Not today.
Oh, I'm on? Okay. The next song coming up is Pretty Search Party.
Caribbean station,
Pretty with another one. We are the island. I tell you now, I'm good. Tell you now, I'm good. So pray for me. If I don't come home in the morning, just know that I say it's not in my place. But this man's of a hole on me. I can leave until every single bottle done. If anyone looking for me, then you can find me where Bumper shaking. I am meeting people vetting, Soca playing. If they want to know, tell them you can find me out on the road, all ready to walk. Just left work, time to free up. Carnival won't let me go.
Okay, later.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care, Abigail. Thank you for being here. Take care.
Okay.
All right. So the next artist that we have coming up is Kerwin Dubois and young brother Sugar Waste.
She wanna whine to the bass and the drums and the beats and the pulse and the vibes and the things of soca. She wanna fling it up and fling it up and fling it up and putting it down, 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 down. This girl, she love up, she dance all. She love up, she say.
Number one Caribbean station, islandvibes.net.
She wanna whine to the bass and the drums and the beats and the pulse and the vibes and the things of soca. She wanna fling it up and fling it up and fling it up and putting it down, 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 down. This girl, she love up, she dance all. She love up, she says. Now she wanna work up she body. She wants to jam with soca. She never really bump for the whole day. She never take a jump in a jube. Oh God, she's a body. She wants to jam with soca. She don't wanna wake up next to no gunman. She rather wake up next to a man with a flag in his hand who want to have fun, man. She just run, man. She fed up by the gunshot. She just want to wine low and cock back. This girl never went to a bed, never put on a costume yet. No, she want to be a masquerader, winding on the road. Don't you underestimate her, winding on the road. Oh, then she dream, my brother, just like she dream, young brother. Whoa, whoa. Bend and give me sugar waste, girl. Give me sugar waste, girl. Give me sugar waste, girl. Give me waste, girl. It's too sweet, too sweet. It's too sweet, sweet. It's too sweet, too sweet, too sweet, too sweet, too sweet, too sweet. She want a man who love soca, soca, soca. She needs a friend who love soca, soca, soca. She want a life full of soca, soca, soca. She want a life full of soca, soca, soca.
Bring it up and bring it up and wine to the soca. Face with the grip on a poster. Hands on your knees, girl, trip and bend over. Bend over, bend over. I know you want it, I know you want it. The soca make you feel haunted and make your backside bend. When you start bend, now you lose oxygen. Then you can't pretend. When you stick, stab it and you start to beg. When you stick, stab it and you start to beg. When you stick, stab it and you start to beg.
She wanna whine to the bass and the drums and the beats and the pulse and the vibes and the things of soca. She wanna fling it up and fling it up and fling it up and putting it down, 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 down. She don't wanna wake up next to no gunman. She rather wake up next to a man with a flag in his hand who want to have fun, man. She just run, man. She fed up by the gunshot. She just want to whine low and come back. This girl never went to a bed, never put on a costume yet.
The next song that we're introducing is Mela Caribbean and Olatunji, Spirit Waste.
Number one Caribbean station, islandvibes.net.
Cock up your waist and wine, back it up again.
Olatunji love the way you shaking and you planting. She had the spirit in her waist. Olatunji want that taste. Oh God, I like it. Hey.
Non-stop wine is level pace. Feel the rhythm in a me. I'm so excited. I like it.
Travel the world to get a taste. Cause this is the land of this time.
God, the way I move my body, babe. The way I shaking it on my drive.
The way you back it up and back it up and back it up again. Back it up and back it up again. Oh Lord, back it up and back it up again. My girl, give them the spirit to waste. Back it up and back it up again. Back it up and back it up again. Oh Lord, back it up and back it up again. My girl, give them the spirit to waste. Do darling, sugar dumpling, me heart pumping, me heart racing.
I don't know what this is, Patrice Pubis.
Woman, when you jiggle,
hold my head up, start balling, blood boiling. Oh boy, I'm falling. Feel it race in the middle.
All right. And the next song, last but not least. And before I go, I just wanted to tell everyone, thank you again for tuning in to islandvibe.net. Keep it locked. Also tune in to Nikki G The Voice. Add me on SoundCloud, Instagram, Facebook, and also go on our web pages. And my web page is nikkigmedia.com. Our next song that's up is Patrice Roberts, Meet Me Down There, and we'll see you next week. Take it away.
Patrice again, all you go meet me down there, meet me down there, meet me on it, meet me on it, down on it, meet me on it, down on it. Once the party pumping and winding, once the soca playing outside on the line, once the party pumping and winding, once the soca playing outside on the line.
the Voice, where we bring to you highlights of entrepreneurs, leaders, organizers, and much more. A broad spectrum of professionals, including chefs, artists, designers, musicians, and much more. Our show is a new brand of talk shows where we educate, bring transparency, and last but not least, fun. Table Talk.
It's a blessing from above, and we never giving up.
Get ready for our seasons, a roller coaster of emotions, all wrapped into one. Caribbean style. We'll cover our Caribbean roots as well, so keep it locked. Welcome to Table Talk. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and iTunes.
Own it, girl, you just own it. Cause your body's on fire. Show me how to control it.
Table Talk Show is now on Island Vibes Radio. You can catch us every Saturday from 10 to 12 p.m. Log on to Island Vibes Philly or islandvibe.net.
Broadcasting live from Philadelphia.